Now, taxes have been a big topic of discussion for the four men vying for the win in the Republican nomination to be the next governor. Both Rhoden and Hansen have touted bills that they passed this legislative session regarding taxes. However, Johnson has criticized those new laws. Doden is also focused on a majority of his campaign on taxes, with a promise to eliminate property taxes altogether.
Now, in the latest poll from Emerson College and KELOLAND, voters in South Dakota were asked about their stances on taxes. Here's a look at those results.
When asked if sales tax should be used to lower state property taxes, 352 voters out of 875 said yes, while 311 said no, and 212 were not sure. It's a question that might end up on an actual ballot in future elections. This past legislative session, lawmakers passed Senate Bill 96, which gives counties the option of levying up to a half-cent sales tax to use for property tax relief.
You know, the beauty part about it is if the commission wants to just enact it, they can, and it becomes a legislative action. The people can refer it if they want to, they don't like it, or you can put it to a vote and ask the voters, what is it you would like?
We just have to be honest about those trade-offs and where the burden is and where the benefit is, and I think that's going to take some dialogue between now and July 1st of this law going into effect.
Another bill passed this legislative session is Senate Bill 245, which dedicates 0.3% of state sales tax to property tax reduction once the sales tax rate raises to 4.5% in July of next year.
Because South Dakota doesn't have a state income tax, county and city governments rely heavily on property taxes for their funding, and the state government relies on sales tax. And it seems a majority of South Dakotans would like to continue not having an income tax.
In our most recent poll, 875 voters were asked if South Dakota should consider an income tax to lower other taxes, such as the sales and property tax. 71% of those asked said no, while 17% said yes, and 13% were unsure.
Now, we spoke with Jim Schmidt and Joe Kipley back in March. This poll was again conducted May 18th and 19th by Emerson College, and the margin of error is plus or minus 3.2% for those questions. Now, that means a percentage applied to an answer could be 3.2 points higher or lower.